Hello guys, welcome to my channel. We're gonna cover part 7 today. So when I did the 2 card pool, it was 17 and 52, and 52 brought me to 51. So I'm gonna I put it in this sequence. So we're gonna start with 17, 51, and 52. So 17, it says pushing the envelope, present energy, followed by 51, conservative attachment, present, and 52, progressive desires, present. One is Lyra, which is 17, the first one. Then the 51 and 52 is earth energy. All right, so we're gonna start. All right, so pushing the envelope, number 17, Lyra, present. A Lyran trait that humans share is the need to push the envelope, to force ourselves to go beyond limitations. This is what drove them and us to always grow more, beyond the laws of physics, beyond current technology, and beyond physical endurance. This can be a good quality when a breakthrough is desperately needed. However, this trait can become obsessive and cause us to never rest and always push ourselves to exhaustion. This most likely has been a karmic pattern of yours for many lifetimes. Now it is time to let it go. Your self-care is more important than pushing the envelope. This theme refers to the human and Lyran tendency to become single-minded and sometimes ego-driven, pushing ourselves beyond our limitations in order to accomplish a goal. While this can at times be an admirable quality, it can also severely hamper our evolution and keep us stuck in action driven by ego. When we are stuck in these ego-driven tendencies, it becomes impossible to connect with our higher nature and evolve beyond the limitations of ego. On the other hand, this card may be giving you a message to push yourself harder when you are afraid, therefore acting as encouragement for you. Do you tend to give up your goals too easily? If so, this card may be encouraging you to focus, trust, and keep going. It may also be giving you a message that you can learn and grow quite a bit by going beyond your perceived limitations. Only by looking at the surrounding cards as well as looking honestly within yourself can you ascertain the meaning of this enigmatic card and apply it to your life. This was a major lesson for the Lyrians during the phase of their development. When to push harder and when to let go. Ultimately, when faced with species evolution, it is a delicate balance. Eventually, however, consciousness transcends happens at the point of surrender. This is a lesson Earth humans are currently facing on the personal and planetary levels. All right. So we're going to go to 51. Conservative attachments, present Earth. When it is time of transformation, it is natural to fear change. There is an illusionary feeling of safety in familiar, even if familiar is dysfunctional and no longer serves you. Take a look at your life now. What are you clinging to that is old and familiar? It is time for inventory. When you clean out the old, you make space for the new. The karmic patterns of fearing change is one of that must be healed in this time. When you resist change, it is often forced on you. You can circumvent this by taking small steps towards change, which eventually lead to great strides. Start now. Now we move to the energy that is playing out on Earth in the present time stream. This is an expression of polarity that takes the form of fear of changing, being too attached to the old, stagnant ways of doing things, and an unrealistic adherence to how things should be on one side. and that of trying to force change before it's time on the other side. This card represents a strong attachment to old, safe ways of doing things and safe way of doing things that stop the energy of change. Change is an energy that can never be stopped. When it is time to change, it is necessary for us to acknowledge the situation without resistance and follow the guidance and flow of energy towards the right action for the times. It means looking at our fears and transcending them. It requires truthfully looking at our circumstances, seeing beyond our own filters, beliefs, and fears, and taking right action. This is an old Asian saying that says something like, unless we change directions, we are likely to end up where we are headed. If this card came up in your reading, it is most likely warning you that you may be too attached to an old thought pattern, habit, or way of doing things. Take some time to look at yourself honestly and identifying what needs changing in your life. Then begin to work of making those changes. Which brings us to the last card, which is 52, Progressive Desires, also Earth present. During a time of transformation, it is common to feel a great excitement and a desire to make sweeping change very quickly. However, because there are many people who fear change, it is prudent to make change that is slow and steady instead of rushing things. It is this way those who cling to the old will not get spooked and obstruct the natural process of transformation. Take an honest look at your life and see where you are either moving too fast or resisting change. Seek the middle road. As you do this, you assist the earth to transform itself with grace and ease. This card is energetically the opposite of the last card, which is 51, and represents the polarized energy playing out on Earth in present day. Card 21 talks about those conservative attachments that stop healthy change. This card can refer to the desire for change and compels action prematurely. Change is a constant and we can never escape it, but we have to be wise when we implement it. If this card came up in your reading, it may be asking you to look at the impulsive actions you have taken based on premature desires for change. Conversely, it may be asking you to take a chance with change and growth, even if you feel frightened. You will have to look at the surrounding cards and your life circumstances in order to gain a clearer understanding of the message this card is trying to give you. Give the energy on Earth now during the transformational time. Change will happen rapidly and profoundly, no matter how afraid we are. This is the nature of energy, and at this time, it would be wise to begin to feel comfortable with the unknown and with new directions that may arise, so that when growth becomes necessary for you, you can navigate it with grace and ease. All right, that was part 7 of Galactic Heritage cards. If you're seeing this one for the first time, go to the introduction. It has introduction, part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7th part, so it'll be helpful if you go to the introduction first. All right, so today I'm being called to pull a card from this one right here. Magical Dimension, 2nd edition. Look at how beautiful that is. All right, so I'm gonna pull an oracle. I said oracle. I don't know if this is it. I see oracle cards in next to me. All right. Okay, look. So we're gonna do this one, and then we're gonna do higher self. All right. Cleanse the deck, cleanse all the energies. So I'm gonna shuffle. This is for collective. So my spirit guides, my angels, my ancestors, source, come through. What do you have for the collective on this deck? What do you have for the collective? What message do you have for the collective on magical dimensions? Okay. What do you have for the collective? Whoop. Oh, that's a nice one. So I have this card right here. It says number 49, which is number 13. So 13 is significant for somebody. It says perseverance, tendency, perseverance, and recover. Okay. That is so cute. Yeah, so somebody out there, I know you're tired and I see the sword. The sword is like on the ground. The guy is tired, contemplating whether he wants to move forward or not. But so if you're tired, it's asking you to persevere. You might have a tendency to stop yourself and give up. This is not the time to do so. So this card is encouraging you to persevere and you will recover. You'll be all right. I'm getting from this card. Your spirit guides are there with you. It's what I'm getting from that card. So I'm going to read from here. 49. And I'm going to read from the little booklet. You can screenshot it if you'd like. And zoom it in. All right. Celestial interpretation. The gilded aureate color ray resonates to the character traits of courageousness, determination, and the sense of triumph over struggle. Throughout times of darkness and density, the courage of the lion reigns supreme and never wavers. This reassuring ray brings a sense of resolve and ultimate success for those who are steadfast. When emotions of defeat or depression surface, it is this brilliant color ray that brings hope, fortune, and foresight to purge lower vibrations and reconnect with energy of stamina and victory. You see, I was getting that from that card. That's cute. And it says the oracle interpretation. If you are feeling despondent, fatigued, and defeated in your situation, take a moment of reprieve, but do not remain there. Regroup and regenerate your emotional terrain and then move forward. I just said I was getting it from that card. That's so cute. Thank you, spirit guides. Do not succumb or doubt or discouragement. Do not succumb or doubts or discouragement. Be unwavering but level ahead. Have faith, replenish your energies, and point your navigation in the direction of success. Although a rest or a timeout might be in order, never surrender your dreams or aspirations. Keep moving forward. All right, they have suggestion of oil, which is fennel, Fennel, and the crystal suggested is lion skin and hawk's eye. And interesting, isn't that a hawk up there? Right? So I'm gonna show you right here. Okay. All right, so that's from the Magical Dimension Oracle deck. Now let's see what Spirit has. Your higher self collectively. So whoever's out there, your higher self is going to speak to you through this card. So whoever resonates with, that's who it's for. Okay. Let's see. Collective. What do you have for collective on higher self deck? And it's a deck from Old Energy. Alright, so I'm gonna shield. So guys, angels, ancestors, higher selves, collectively, who are you speaking to today? Who are you speaking to today? Higher self come through. Collectively, who's ever higher self out there? What do you have? What do you have for somebody out there? collectively, what do you have for somebody out there? What do you have for somebody out there? This one? Oh, and it says clear your energy. It says clear your energy. Laughter was meant to clear the chakra system. Your higher self is reaching out to you with this card to remind you that clearing your mind, body, and soul help listen to your spirit. And empathetic beings as empathetic beings, it is natural to pick up the energy of others, including their anger, sadness, anxiety, frustration, and fears, and also disappointments. Some empaths simply feel the energy of others, and some absorb and carry the energy with them, unaware that it will affect their personal emotions. It is important to sever this energy since it does not belong to you and can affect your mental and emotional well-being. There are multiple ways to expel unwanted energy. One way is by using an energetic earth cleanser such as sage, palo santo, or pine. Drenching your body and aura in the purifying smoke of one of these will help unburden you emotionally and physically of unwelcome energy. Other way is by exercising. Find exercise that is suitable for you and your current health to help shake away denser energy. Going for a walk in nature will also lift your spirits. Dancing in other way to clear the stagnant energy around you. Laughter too instantly clears away coarse vibrations. One of the most potent ways of clearing your energy is by clearing your chakras. Find a chakra cleansing meditation that will help you remove blocks and purifying your spiritual energetic centers. By pulling this card, you are being asked to choose the best method to cleanse your energy now. We had this the last time. Okay, so somebody out there needs to cleanse their energy. If you haven't done so, because this is the second time this card comes out, and this one also is asking you to kind of cleanse your energy. So I encourage you to do so. All right, this is all for today. Thank you for being here. Bye. Hope this helps.